Prepare yourself to witness a showdown that shakes the martial arts world, because today you will witness a historic battle between the kickboxing legend and the master of Muay Thai. Who will emerge victorious?
Beginning to be a little bit more aggressive. His name is Roufus. He took a left hand there, and his grip is hurt. Roufus wants to get on. Hits him again and knocks him down. Crawford has never been hit the way Roufus can hit him. And Roufus is looking very, very strong now. Extremely aggressively coming into this race.
For those who are deeply involved in the world of kickboxing, the name Roufus must be familiar to your ears. He is a professional kickboxer who has achieved numerous championships worldwide across various weight classes. This legendary kickboxer is especially renowned for his achievements as a world champion in the super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight categories. His success is undoubtedly thanks to his powerful punching and kicking skills in the ring.
Mais on le sait, Roufus, lui, s'est consacré complètement au full contact. C'est un spécialiste de la discipline.
But who would have thought that while he was at the pinnacle of his career as an undefeated kickboxer, a Muay Thai master from Thailand named Changpuek Songrit would step up to challenge him? So, who is this Muay Thai master? As mentioned earlier, Changpuek is a professional Muay Thai fighter from Thailand. He is recognized as the first Muay Thai fighter to compete internationally, taking on formidable fighters from various martial arts disciplines. Interestingly, this Muay Thai master has often fought opponents who were heavier than him. In addition, what makes Changpuek's story even more remarkable is his role as a pioneer of Muay Thai, helping this martial art gain global recognition. His efforts have led practitioners from various martial arts to acknowledge the effectiveness of Muay Thai. His bravery in facing the kickboxing legend Roufus only elevated his career to even greater heights.
His legs. Well, the one real advantage I think that Roufus will have is that he has tremendous footwork.
What's more, as we know, Changpuek's physique doesn't quite measure up to Roufus. Roufus stands at 183 centimeters tall and weighs 205 pounds, whereas Changpuek is 175 centimeters tall and weighs 174 pounds. Statistically, it seemed that Changpuek would face significant challenges in defeating the kickboxing legend. But would those predictions hold true? To find out, let's watch the fight unfold together. The bell rings, signaling the start of the fight. All eyes in the audience are fixed on one direction: the ring. In the first round, Roufus quickly demonstrates his aggression. With his energy still high, the kickboxing legend relentlessly launches lethal attacks on his opponent.
Songrit is a little confused because Roufus is all over him right now and hitting him very hard.
You can see that Roufus primarily relies on a combination of punches and kicks to strike his opponent. Meanwhile, Changpuek focuses on utilizing his devastating kicks. Fortunately for Changpuek, two of his powerful kicks successfully land on Roufus. This moment highlights the effectiveness of Changpuek's kicks, making it clear to everyone that these strikes would become his primary tactic throughout the fight. As a result of those kicks, Roufus was seen trying to maintain some distance to avoid being struck again by Changpuek's powerful attacks.
It's sort of evenly divided. The Thai contingent rooting for the Thai fighter, everybody cautious, keeping track of the distance. The Thai fighter...
Nevertheless, this did not stop Roufus from launching his own strikes. Sure enough, his combination of punches and kicks managed to knock Changpuek to the canvas. Despite this, the Muay Thai master was able to continue the fight even after taking a direct hit to the face.
Beginning to be a little bit more aggressive. His name is Roufus. He took a left hand there and he's down. Roufus went into the left on the jaw and the Thai fighter kept...
Unfortunately, after managing to get back up and fight on, Changpuek's defense was once again breached by Roufus's extraordinary technique. Another crushing punch from the kickboxing legend sent him back to the mat.
And Kickboxing is hurt. Roufus wants to get on. Hits him again and knocks him down. Kickboxing is down again.
The two attacks that disrupted his balance also allowed Roufus to land several punches effortlessly. This sequence turned into a nightmare for Changpuek, who had hoped for victory in this fight. From the looks of it, Roufus's strikes were causing Changpuek to lose focus. But fortunately, the end of the first round gave the Muay Thai master a chance to recover his energy and regain his composure.
At the end of that round, and you'd have to say that's about as good as you're going to do.
As the second round began, Changpuek appeared revitalized, having regained his stamina and focus. This, of course, meant Roufus would have to work hard once again to bring his opponent back to his knees. In fact, Changpuek raised the intensity of his attacks, particularly his kicks against Roufus. Several of Changpuek's powerful kicks found their target, causing Roufus to momentarily lose his balance. This shift in momentum began to show that the fight was far from over. This sequence of events didn't happen just once. Moments later, Changpuek intensified his kicking assaults, leaving Roufus visibly in pain. Eventually, one of Changpuek's devastating kicks caused Roufus to fall. Unfortunately, Changpuek committed a foul by stepping on Roufus's chest, which drew stern warnings from both the audience and the referee. As a result, he was penalized with a 1-point deduction.
The judge is going to score this because in a tie fight, this fight get out of control on him, and it has every potential to, as you can see the crowd up around the ring.
As the third round began, Roufus found himself increasingly cornered by Changpuek's relentless kicks, which specifically targeted his legs. This forced Roufus to keep his distance to avoid sustaining a severe leg injury. However, maintaining distance was easier said than done. Despite Roufus's efforts to evade, Changpuek continued to land his kicks with precision. The turning point came when Changpuek landed another brutal kick that worsened Roufus's leg injury.
I wonder if Rick Roufus isn't wondering why in the world he took this fight.
At one moment, Roufus was seen clutching his leg after enduring another of Changpuek's calculated strikes. This clearly demonstrated the significant impact of the Muay Thai master's strategy of targeting Roufus's right leg. Unfortunately, Changpuek repeated a critical mistake. He slammed Roufus to the ground, which led to another penalty, this time a 3-point deduction.
Oh, he's penalized him 3 points. Oh, my goodness.
Even so, it cannot be denied that Roufus had already sustained a serious injury to his leg. Throughout the third round, Changpuek's kicks seemed excruciatingly painful for Roufus. The peak of Roufus's right leg injury was evident in the fourth round, where Changpuek continued relentlessly targeting the injured limb. It took only a few minutes for Changpuek to land another precise kick on Roufus's right leg. This strike brought the kickboxing legend to the ground once more, writhing in pain from the worsening injury. In the end, Roufus was forced to accept defeat as he was no longer able to stand. Changpuek's strategic focus on his opponent's right leg had resulted in a severe injury. The sheer brutality of the Muay Thai master's kicks left the kickboxing legend's leg in a devastating condition, rendering him unable to walk. Despite the initial setbacks and a momentary loss of focus in the early rounds, Changpuek emerged as the victor.